I had planned to share our experience in the 10 counties around Fort Wayne, Indiana to grow our region's economy. That was before I realized I signed up for one of these enlighten us, but do so quickly presentations. So let me switch gears quickly and just make this a very personal confession. Full candor. I had no idea what lay ahead when we set about to build a regional marketing organization. We did our best to replicate all the best practices that we learned from you and the IEDC to build a world-class marketing team. I conceived a few talented people, a site selector strategy, target industries, and the support of economic developers, and then let's get on the road. I was naive, and our region was in denial. Fort Wayne was clearly identified in the book Caught in the Middle as one of the Midwest communities that didn't have a chance in the shadow of our major metro neighbors. And we were a region in full-fledged decline. Community leaders openly acknowledged that we had lost our swagger. Our heart rate, as measured by per capita income, was dropping on average 1% every year against the nation and your communities. We thought marketing would fix everything when we were on our way to life support. And then we met Bob. Many of you will recall Bob 80 with great respect for his contributions to our industry. Bob was on our list of Plum site selectors. If only he could know us as we were today, not as our history had framed us, we would have a chance of recovery. Bob accepted our invitation and made the obligatory presentation to our investors. It went like this. I had a great day, toured your sites and buildings, reviewed your website and strategy, right on track, and I commend your efforts. Can you feel the warm glow? And then Bob continues, almost without taking a breath, however, I won't show any of your sites to my clients. Bob did us a huge favor in that moment when he delivered a full dose of reality and truth. He caused us to seriously consider what we were bringing to the game, development-ready sites or just more cornfields. From Bob's one conclusion, we began to build Vision 2020, to make an intentional and dramatic course change from selling a region like many others to building a region like none other. This moment became the compelling argument for a long-term view to regain our swagger and build a region to last. It is simply in our genes. We have that gritty, Midwest determination to be a global contender, and nothing less will suffice. And then there was Jim Clifton of Gallup in the coming jobs war. Jim, too, now has his thumbprint on our future. We adopted Jim's book as the clearest articulation of why we must win the global war for jobs. Not just any job, but good jobs, jobs with benefits. Jim makes a case for the U.S. economy as the driving force for prosperity and freedom in the global marketplace. Jim taught us about the essential role of tribal leaders in our communities, local solutions over state and federal policy, and how entrepreneurship trumps innovation every day of the week. And then suddenly Jim did it to me too. In a moment's time, he passed the baton back to me and you, us, collectively as an industry of professional economic developers. Jim made it very clear to me he doesn't do book signings, but he did agree to sign mine. In a moment, I will share his challenge with you. I have often heard the claim, economic development is a noble profession. As my experience with this industry and with you grows, I could not agree more. But I would argue it is not what we do as a profession that earns us nobility. It is certainly beneficial to prepare buildings and sites, provide incentives, market assets, and devote ourselves to education and workforce development. But this important work alone does not deserve the moniker of nobility. For me, the intrinsic value of our work as an industry was etched in my heart by a friend over the course of the recession for months on end without a job. I could not overlook how it changed him and eventually changed me. As I watched his confidence and hope ebb away while his spouse continued to hold things together at home, the admirable and worthy work of our profession gained a far deeper meaning and purpose through this candid and frankly uncomfortable exposure to the heart of why we do what we do. When my friend finally returned to work, it was evident to me that Clifton was right. A job, not just any job, but good jobs bring hope and meaning and purpose to lives. I commit to you then Clifton's challenge as he autographed my copy of The Coming Jobs War. If you don't fix Fort Wayne and America, no one else is going to.